First and foremost, is like new wave of pseudo-intellectualism that going to therapy has caused like a lot of online discourse. It's really polluted a lot of online discourse. Therapy talk. Therapy talk is annoying because everyone misuses terms and phrases and shit. I miss the days when therapy was like something you did in your private life, just to get your shit in order. And that was it. It wasn't like projecting, telling everyone they need to go to therapy, diagnosing people, and all that. Like I noticed in recent times, people are very like, obsessed with diagnosing people. It's really crazy. Everyone thinks they knows what a narcissist is. Everyone thinks they know what a lot of clinical terminology is. Is like people forget this is clinical terminology. Like people go to school for this. People study this in school. Like people get their degrees in this. Like they're experts in this. Like this is clinical terminology to describe very specific things. And people just like willy nilly, and people just like willy nilly throw around. People willy nilly throw around these terms and these words and phrases as if they know what they mean because they went to a couple of therapy appointments. Because, you know what I'm saying? Just because they went to a couple of therapy appointments, they think that they're experts in like mental health. And I'm just like, this is such a weird turn of events because, like I said, for me growing up, like, or whatever, like therapy was like, again, like something you did, in your private life, like you get your shit in order and, you just improve it. Now, I think it's good that like, it's good that we can talk about mental health. I think that's good, right? We should live in a society where we can talk about mental health because that is an important conversation to have. What isn't cool is this Dunning-Kruger effect. This huge Dunning-Kruger effect, which I heard that even the Dunning-Kruger effect might be a Dunning-Kruger effect. But anyway, this like huge Dunning-Kruger effect that occurs the moment people like learn new words and shit. And they don't even really learn them because they're misusing the words too. It's like, I'm not saying that like we can't make observations about people. I'm just saying that realize that you didn't go to school for this. You're using and realize that you're using like clinical terminology that may or may not be the case for every person that you think it applies to. That's all I'm saying. Like when I was in LA, one thing I got kind of sick of is how obsessed with mental health people are there. So they're so obsessed with mental health that they feel comfortable diagnosing people. Like like the amount of times where it's like people try to diagnose you with shit is just crazy. Like, oh, you're probably this person. Oh, you're just this kind of person. You're that kind of person. Oh, you must have this kind of issue. Like, focus on yourself. Like, and it's like, yes, like people can express selfish things and not be a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Like people can do things that you don't like and them not be narcissists. It's like stuff like that people will so easily throw onto a person without even for a second bothering to understand the clinical terminology. Someone can do something you don't like and not be a narcissist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like there's just certain things we just always throw out, when trying to understand some shit. And it just comes across as fake deep, incredibly fake deep, and incredibly pseudo intellectual. It's like with the spread of information and information age on the internet, how have we gotten dumber? How? How did that happen? Like it feels like we've gotten dumber. Because in the information age, there's this eternal Dunning-Kruger effect that happens because since you can discover new information so easily, you don't really bother to dive into the new information on an expert level. You get a brief understanding of the information and think you know what that is and think you know the depths and the layers, and you think that makes you an expert. It doesn't. It makes you cringe. It makes you cringe. It doesn't make you cringe just knowing. It makes you cringe when you go around thinking that you know, right? And I'm sure we've all made this mistake. Like everyone's made mistakes about like overestimating their intelligence at times. But I've noticed that like but I've noticed it at a more severe level in recent times. Some people more than others, but you know, some people definitely more than others. But this like diagnosing shit, bro, that shit's gotta stop. That shit's gotta stop, yo. If you ain't go to medical school to learn this shit and learn what all of these things really mean, right? And then work with patients and clients and really see this in practice, you shouldn't be going around diagnosing people with things. Okay? Just stop. Just stop. Like, it's okay, bro. And I feel like we've all done it to a certain extent just because, like, we're trying to understand. I feel like some of it is done in good faith where we're trying to understand this person. We're trying to understand where people come from. But then in other times, it's just like people people really people really use it to just be selfish assholes. Like, oh, toxic, and you bring it's like people oftentimes use this mental health speak to like avoid accountability for shit. Avoid accountability just for being a fucking asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Gen Z the type to like not say hi to you because saying hi would like disturb their peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I just don't want my peace disturbed. So like, I saw a customer walk in the restaurant and I didn't say hi to him because like I was in my peace. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do things that don't serve me, and saying hi to this person didn't serve me, and when he said hi to me it just disturbed my peace, and I was like, I just can't do it. Like really think about that. There's people that's really like that. There's people that's really like that. Like, that's just sad, bro. That's just fucking sad. I miss when these things I miss when therapy was just something that you did on your own, and you know, like therapy shouldn't be trendy. Why is that trendy? One, it is not a requirement of everyone. Shouldn't be a requirement of everyone. I think it's cringe when people be like saying that that's a requirement for the for partners to do or some shit. It's like that's so weird. Wait, so you want your partner to have mental problems? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm saying this as a person that has gone to therapy a lot, like that has had to go to a lot of therapy. Like, why are you forcing people or like overly encouraging people to go to therapy that don't need it, that don't have severe mental issues that are holding them back in life? I went to therapy because I had mental issues that were holding me back from being my best self and living in my best mind and being my best. Like, you should not be forcing people to do things or encouraging people to go to therapy if they don't need it. It's weird. It's really, really weird. Like, focus on yourself. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. Believe all the clinical jargon at the therapist's office. Or think about it for yourself or whatever. But don't think that you're qualified to diagnose people because you sound dumb. You don't sound smart. I feel like people just desperately want to sound smart too, which makes it just even cringier. Makes it even cringier because it just sounds like a desperate attempt to sound like intelligent. Terms like gaslighting and like, I mean, toxic is like slang, and I don't think that's not like clinical terminology, but I don't even know if gaslighting is clinical terminology. I don't think gaslighting is clinical terminology, but um, yeah, it's really, really cringe, really weird. Since when did you become an expert in mental health? Like, you know damn well, like you know you're not. So just stop. Just stop.